This is Mark Passwaters, the publisher of AggieL.com, with three quick things for Wednesday, February 20th, 2019. I'm going to start with the Rivals 250, which came out this morning. A&M has 4 of its 7 commits now in 4-star status, so that's a good thing. Got a couple more into the 250, which is also nice. I also think that players in the state of Texas and to an extent Louisiana are underrepresented in this edition of the 250, and there's probably a reason for it. You got to take a look at the fact that there was no regional analyst in Texas and Louisiana for the last couple months. There was a change, and Sam Spiegelman hasn't really had the time to get out and see some of these guys and really represent them as strongly as he would otherwise. We vouched for a few guys. Smart Chibuzo was one of them. You saw him get a 4-star, but we haven't seen everybody either. So a big deal will be made of the Rivals camp that is in Houston this Sunday. That could be a big ratings boost for a lot of guys. And I think just basically seeing more players as time goes on this year will alter the equation. So the 250 right now I would basically call a starting point. See where it stands later in the year, and that's when it gets really serious and you can tell who the truly elite players are. And I think that when the time comes, A&M will be well represented. Thing number 2. Last fall, when Christian Harris and Scooby Carter flipped from A&M to Alabama, I said that Jimbo Fisher would go after Alabama. A lot of you guys laughed. That's fine because, you know, it sounds kind of silly. But I do want to point out that 2 of Alabama's commits have come to A&M or have been offered by A&M and are seriously interested, to the point where one of them may decommit. One is a defensive tackle, 6'5", 322. The other is a middle linebacker. He's already been to visit, loved it, and is coming back. One guy's from Muscle Shoals, if you know Sweet Home Alabama. Both guys are in-state. Both guys are, you know, were supposedly firm commits, and A&M's coming after him. They're not afraid of that. They're also offering LSU commits. You know, in the past with Kevin Sumlin, if they offered these guys, they tended not to get anywhere. Jamon Osborne being the real exception to the rule that comes to my mind, you know, straight off. You know, we'll see how things go, but it's very interesting to see Jimbo actually trying to get a little payback on these guys. Whether or not it happens, we'll see, but it's kind of interesting. Thing number 3, sticking with Alabama a little bit. Aggie basketball is bad. Alabama basketball is worse. The Aggies beat them twice. That's not a good thing for Avery Johnson. I don't know if he's going to keep his job, but if you lose a game at home that you shouldn't lose, especially on a buzzer beater, that should give you some kind of fire. Instead, A&M came out and owned them the second half of last night's game, beat them going away. AJ kind of threw a little bit of a fit after the game, didn't really look that good. I think that he might be fired if Alabama cared about basketball, which they don't. All right, see you later.